The WELL building standard is a framework designed to create spaces that promote human health and well-being. In WELL V2, one of the 10 concepts is lighting, which focuses on creating environments that support visual, mental, and biological health. The goal is to reduce circadian phase disruption, improve sleep quality, and enhance mood and productivity. The WELL light concept requires projects to ensure appropriate light exposure in indoor environments through thoughtfully designed lighting strategies. It also mandates that suitable illuminance levels be provided on work planes for regular users of all age groups, based on the specific tasks performed in each space. A spectrometer can be used to measure these illuminance levels, ensuring compliance with the lux thresholds outlined in applicable lighting reference guidelines. The impact of light on the circadian system can be measured using a spectrometer, with a metric called equivalent melanopic lux, EML. For all spaces except dwelling units, workstations used during the daytime must maintain electric lighting levels of at least 150 EML for a minimum of 4 hours, beginning no later than noon. This measurement must be taken at 45 centimeters above the work plane, and the required light levels must be achieved on the vertical plane at high level to accurately reflect the light entering the occupant's eyes. For dwelling units, electric lighting must provide at least 150 EML. The lighting must be dimmable, and if automated, it must automatically dim after 8 p.m. These light levels must be achieved in living rooms and kitchens at a height of 140 centimeters in the center of the room. If there are workstations present, the required light levels must also be met at 45 centimeters above the work plane. The WELL feature requires projects to manage glare through strategies such as performing glare calculations and selecting appropriate light fixtures for the space. It also calls for the design of spaces that integrate daylight into indoor environments, enabling daylight to support visual tasks alongside electric lighting. Additionally, projects must conduct daylight simulation calculations to inform decisions on fenestration and shading, ensuring occupants receive appropriate daylight exposure. The WELL feature requires projects to develop and implement strategies to create a visually comfortable lighting environment. To meet this requirement, there are 2 options. Ambient lighting in all regularly occupied spaces must meet at least 3 specific requirements. The horizontal and vertical luminance contrast ratios between adjacent, independently controlled zones of an ambient light system should not exceed 10:1. Additionally, an illuminance uniformity ratio of at least 0.4 or 1 to 2.5, representing the minimum light level to the average light level, must be achieved on any horizontal task plane within the space. Furthermore, automatic changes in lighting characteristics, such as light levels, color, and distribution, must occur gradually over a period of at least 10 minutes. Lastly, the correlated color temperature for similar fixtures in each room must remain consistent within plus or minus 200 K at any given time. Lighting must be designed by a qualified lighting professional and should take into account several important factors. These include the luminance ratios across adjacent vertical and horizontal zones, ensuring illuminance uniformity on horizontal task planes, and accommodating changes in lighting characteristics such as light intensity, color, and distribution. Additionally, the color temperature of the lighting fixtures used in the space should be carefully considered to maintain consistency. This WELL feature requires projects to take into account the characteristics of electric lighting used in a space, such as color rendering and flicker. The Color Rendering Index, CRI, and IE's DM3015 are commonly used metrics to evaluate the color rendering properties of a light source. For all spaces except circulation areas, all luminaires, excluding decorative fixtures, emergency lights, and other special purpose lighting, must meet at least one of the following color rendering requirements. If tunable white lighting is used, the requirements must be met at 1000 K intervals, ranging from the lower limit of 2700 K to the upper limit of 5000 K. The options include CRI greater than or equal to 90, or CRI greater than or equal to 80 with R9 greater than or equal to 50, or IESR greater than or equal to 78, IESR greater than or equal to 100, minus 1% less than or equal to IESR less than or equal to 15%. For circulation areas, all luminaires, excluding decorative fixtures, emergency lights, and other special purpose lighting, must meet at least one of the following requirements: CRI greater than or equal to 80, or IESR greater than or equal to 75, IESR greater than or equal to 95, -7% less than or equal to IESR less than or equal to 15%. All luminaires, when used with the appropriate controls, excluding decorative lights, emergency lights, and other special purpose lighting, in regularly occupied spaces must meet the following requirements. This WELL feature requires projects to implement innovative lighting strategies that take into account both individual user preferences and their interaction with the physical space. The goal is to provide occupants with access to customizable lighting environments. The device must be eligible as both an illuminance meter and an optical spectrometer, providing clear and actionable guidelines. Illuminance meter, visual lighting. Optical spectrometer, circadian lighting. Precision matters. Strict accuracy, resolution, and calibration standards are non-negotiable. Device suitability. Not all meters meet WELL requirements. Using non-compliant tools can lead to invalid data and missed certification points. Proactive verification. Emphasizing pre-verification highlights the importance of due diligence before submitting any lighting measurements. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe for more lighting tips. Visit us at www.lightingrecipe.com.